As you can see, it's very 90 degrees. This is before the fender rolling. So for this video, I'm going to show you how to use a fender roller to roll your fenders so you stop scraping your tire. Okay, let's start. And always remember to use a jack stand for safety reasons. I don't need it at the moment. I'm just trying to get the tire off at the moment. Next, you want to put the jack stand underneath your lower control arm. The reason I'm putting under the lower control arm is because the wheel needs to be able to get the fender roller to reach the arch. The fender roller that you get should be universal, so you want to put the spacers on first. Use old lug nuts, so that way you're not using your nice ones if you have nice ones, and ruining the threads or anything that could possibly happen. Just avoid using your more daily use parts on anything that you modify your car with. At this point, you should be able to get your fender roller up into the arch just by lowering it. And you heighten it. The first thing to remember when doing this is to make sure you're always prepared for everything. Have everything at your disposal. Already have a heat gun ready. It's a little bit cold outside today, so I'm going to use a lot of extra care in heating up the arch. Whereas if it is cold and you don't use this, you are going to have cracking happening along the wheel arch. And it's going to happen, so just be ready for it. Another tip is don't leave it in one spot too long. About 20 seconds is all it takes is to bubble your paint. So just remember to go evenly back and forth until it's all the way warm. Alright, for the next step, you don't want to start at an aggressive angle like that. You don't want to instantly do it flat. You want to do it progressively, layer to layer at a time. 45 degrees is a little bit aggressive to start with. You can do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Try something a little bit slower. Also, another thing is you sort of want to start off with the middle and try to go out to each side. So you go bam, bam, each side. So just make sure it has good contact and start with the low angle. So as far as flat as you can get. So and then go all the way up and eventually curling it to the back. It might be easier if you take out your plastic for your wheel liner. At the moment, I really don't want to do that much work, so I'm not going to worry about it. Keep heating it up. Heat is very essential to stretching the paint and letting it mold into the new position that you're letting it go into. But no matter what, you're going to have a little bit of cracking happening. And I'll explain how to fix that later. Make sure it makes good contact. Might want a little bit of a lower angle. Back it off real quick. Just always keep making adjustments. You aren't going to be perfect the first time. If you have these little waves like this come in, just grab a nice tool, wrap it in a rag, and then just try to press it out real quick. Continue going up. Keep applying heat. Feel how hot it is. Once you're okay with the temperature, keep going. Keep a close eye on how and where you're bending and apply different pressure as you look. As you can see, I'm bringing it in and out, always adjusting to what part I'm curling. So if it needs more or less pressure, keep applying more heat. You lift your extension out a little bit. That way you can get a better extreme angle on it to get it flat with the inside of the fender and get the lip totally down. Always keep adjusting as you go along. Keep remembering that. Don't apply too much pressure at once. You will pull out your fender. And this is actually pretty much done now. And this is the final look at it. Pretty dramatic difference. It's actually pretty much all the way down to the fender. And you shouldn't have any more rubbing problems after this. For this part of the video, I'm going to show you some techniques to help take care of some of the cracking issues. So I did get a little bit of cracking right there. I probably didn't use enough heat. As you can see, it's a little bit. What you do want to do on this part, you go to the dealership, and I already got some touch-up paint. Just give them your code. Mine was O2C, and it's World Rally Pearl. So you can go to any manufacturer, you know, if you have Ford, you have Chevy, whoever you have. So you just touch it up right here, and this is going to help prevent dust getting into this crack and actually forming rust with water, moisture, anything going in. It will eventually get into it, and then it'll basically bubble your hole underneath the paint with rust. So this is a very preventative thing that you can do with any kind of fix. You just want to do this so you're not end up paying for a whole new fender and it's not going to be rolled. So just make sure you do a good job, touch it up, wipe away your mistakes, make sure you get into the crack. It looks good. Now that shouldn't be a problem with any kind of rust issues. And now you have all this extra clearance.